Hey everyone, my name is Sammy, and welcome to the next part in my Stream Theory playthrough of Assassin's Creed 4. A lot of stuff happened in the last episode. Oh yeah, also, of course, the series is about me playing the game live while also trying to provide commentary and analysis as I play. Once again, I am continuing on before I just acquired, after a story mission, Kenway acquired this hideout. I guess the harbor and the hideout here all once belonged to a Templar named Dukas, and after Edward assassinated him and drove out the crew of Dukas, he and his own crew took over this hideout. And this is going to act as the sort of home base that has been in most Assassin's Creed games to date, because they've had this home base feature, part of the world where you can hide out and be generally safe. I guess it's been technically it's been in every single Assassin's Creed game, even the first one, but has only been a major part of the sort of the gameplay since Assassin's Creed 2. I think that's established it a little bit further.
I've been needing coin to set up the shipyard, Captain. The faster we have the needful gold, the sooner our ships will rule the waves.
So, yeah, the whole part of this home base thing is that essentially your community, your home, to make better, to improve and upgrade. And as you upgrade your home base, it rewards you with resources and other items that might help you as whenever you leave the home base. In the greater game, it'll maybe give you some special items that you can only get through the home base, through the community here. This is the first upgrade that we can look for, only 500, so I'll give that a shot. So, okay, this stove upgrade, Harbor Master.
What do you be needing today, then?
Essentially, it's a safe place where you can buy stuff, restock, resupply. You can go to shops in the grander world, but your home base gives you certain advantages, probably lower prices and all that. Repair ship. Yeah, my armor state is pretty darn bad. Well, one thing I've been wanting to look for is upgrades to my ship. Like a few missions ago, some of the side quests there made it pretty clear to me that I needed to be a little bit more diligent about upgrading, and I think that's what the optional objective should be doing. Is there are additional challenges, and if I'm not keeping up with upgrades, then I am going to have a harder time doing those challenges. So I'm not sure if or will sell it. Looking for the heavy shot here. Okay, so now that I actual store, one thing I needed for that quest in particular was heavy shot, so I guess I'll start with that. Good thing I have plenty of money, and I'm gonna go way up after that. 6,000. Heavy shot deals massive amounts of short-range damage upon impact. The broadside cannons. Chase cannons. 4 front chase cannons that allow for large fire and stun power. So some of these actually require additional resources to upgrade, so I'm gonna have to get those in some way. I don't have any mortars. Maybe it's a good thing. I mean, there might be an optional objective in the future that'll require a mortar, to complete. So it's probably worth upgrading my mortars here. Also want to eventually upgrade the broadside cannons. I have enough money, I just need those resources in the corner. I'm not sure what that symbol means, but yeah, okay. So I'll start with the mortar. Make sure I have a diverse range of weapons on my ship, so I can be prepared for multiple scenarios and or optional objectives. And I think it's fine for a game to not have to require you to upgrade your ship with weapons you don't have yet, or just completion of missions in general. Like, you should be able to complete any missions, even if you decide not to upgrade your ship. It'll be more difficult, but you can still use your base weapons. And I guess if the game actually requires you to get a specific thing, like, it will make you do that as part of the mission. Otherwise, like, if it's meant to be optional, then it's optional. So an optional objective requires an optional weapon. I think that's fine. Not necessarily something to be mad about. Again, it's a lesson in due diligence for upgrading my ship, making sure it's fully equipped to handle any challenges here. Oh, good, storage is actually a pretty good thing. I found myself running out of certain weapons. So it looks like these three things requires ammunition of a sort that is finite, so I can increase that by buying some storage. Cargo storage. Transport large amount of each type of each cargo, okay. Haven't really looked into this yet. Harpooning rowboat. Guess there's a specific, I know there's like there are whaling segments in the game that we haven't really seen yet. I don't think we've seen that yet, but I suppose the harpooning will be related to that. Do I want some storage here? Heavy shot storage. Go with probably afford one of each. 100 or 1,000, 100, 1,500, 2,600. Yeah, that's actually not that expensive, considering I have 14,000. So, I apologize if, like, upgrading isn't too exciting, but as an accurate reflection of what you do in a game, I think it's important to show stuff like this. It's not meant to be just action and drama all the time. Like, this is part of the game, and I feel like if I'm analyzing a game, if I'm commentating on a game, then I want to, display everything you do in the game, including looking at menus and upgrading. Maybe it could be something that the game itself could improve upon, is how you actually go about upgrading and making it more exciting rather than looking at menus and such. Guess I'll do the base upgrades for all of these, because they seem to be a bit affordable, and then yeah, they go up in price exponentially from there. But I think the base upgrade for all of them, I should at least go for that, especially since I can afford them. I have accrued a lot of money in the course of the game so far, mostly because I actually haven't been upgrading, and that's kind of the part of the problem. I should be upgrading more often. Alright, so what else can I get here? Shot. Swivel strength, okay, maybe I'll do that. Anything that's fairly cheap and I can afford right now, I'll go ahead and do. Round shot. Strength, ram strength. That. Yeah, menu-based upgrade systems aren't too exciting, but I like that it adds an extra layer of complexity. I appreciate that part of it. Any sort of fine-tuning and customization is fine by me. Now, I'm not sure. I'm not a game designer. I'm not sure exactly how you'd make this more interesting. There might be other games that do upgrading a little bit better, more intuitive than just looking at the menu. But as far as a base level thing, this is totally fine by me. Especially since it is technically optional. You could, I'm assuming, you probably can go about the entire game without ever upgrading your ship. And again, it would probably make it more difficult to do that without upgrading anything. But anything that you don't have to upgrade, you don't need to. You don't have to deal with this boring stuff if you don't want to. To me, yeah, it might be boring, but I take I feel like I take satisfaction. I feel rewarded by the fine tuning and how I can feel that upgrade reflected in the strength of my ship, or in whatever I'm upgrading at the time. Appearance, I don't think I'll work on upgrading appearance right now. Focus my money on the actual practical stuff. I can actually sell a lot of cargo. Rum and sugar. There might be certain side quests that require resources that I might be missing out on by selling this stuff, but yeah, this will help greatly. Trading. Now, hunting goods. I thought I had some hunting goods. I guess I not anymore. Maybe I already upgraded them. I'm not sure. Heavy shots do big damage to your enemies, but only at close range. Look to the side with the right stick. Just press right trigger to fire. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Also, I got the mortar, for how you use that. Sure, my crew will be pretty happy about me investing money into my ship.
Spare me your jugs, just a wee bit.
Alright, all these things are various ways I can upgrade the cove and my general hideout area. I guess this place is called the hideout. Okay, actually,
The men do sorely lack
that's
a place
more
to do their wenching and
boards.
debauching. With a little kind encouragement, I could have the old place Bristol fashion, and a flow of rum fit to obliterate a good tar proper like.
3,500? Yeah, no problem. I have plenty of cash that I've been just collecting. Hadn't really not using it.
You've done an old
So I'm
salt
glad to
proud
be able to
cat.
invest it and actually get
Make
something
worth
out
your
of it.
while, too. Long Ben's bones curse me and I don't.
Been burning a hole in my pocket. Nothing to do. Fruit crew. Interesting. I can just straight up pay to recruit people. Let me look at. I mean, I have plenty, but let me look at this other upgrade I can do as well. Get information. I think I did this once before in the game. I'm not sure what it means. Get information. Or I can't remember, rather. Naval convoy, okay. So somewhere in the world, where am I? Relative to that. Uh, I'm here. Okay, it's here, got it. Great Agua is, yeah, that's my home base. Amazing how big this overworld is. I guess it's because it's mostly just one large overworld that you can explore seamlessly rather than having multiple smaller separate ones. I mean, the Assassin's Creed games have been sort of sometimes do one or the other, where they'll have either the large overworld. I think Assassin's Creed Revelations was the one, or was it Brotherhood? Brotherhood Revelations. No. I think it was Brotherhood. Brotherhood was the first one that had focused on just one large overworld, rather than like in Assassin's Creed 2, they had various hub worlds, I suppose, that you could walk between, with loading. It wasn't seamless. They were separate, essentially. They were separate levels, essentially. And yeah, as the series evolved, they made it so that the game would have one massive overworld rather than separated smaller areas. I think I prefer it the way like this game does, with just one large overworld and seamlessly go through. So there's still some level loading with like the major cities like Havana. I'm not sure how many major cities there are. That's the only one we've seen so far. Seems like everything else besides that is a seamless single world. You can just sail across without any loading or whatnot. See what this upgrade is.
Drink with you, Captain. I need coin to build a little emporium. I'd be ever obliged. And a local shop would bring in many a useful ware for you as repayment.
Right, so we're seeing the fruits of our investments here. We can just go right to our home base to buy things that we need that we can take out and actually use in the greater part of the game. And that's the benefit of having a home base. It's a safe location to make shops and things that you could otherwise, find in cities, but would be in a more hostile environment.
Bienvenue! Enter!
I'm guessing this would be swords, pistols, a lot of other stuff here. Same stuff. Well, the harbor master was focused on ship upgrades specifically. See what pistols I can buy, because I have been complaining about my pistols a bit being somewhat weak. I think maybe a higher damage pistol would be a little bit better. Kind of pricey. Okay. Well, this is the one I want to get, but it would use up pretty much all my money. That's what I have right now. Range is not that. This one's awesome right here. We'll just try this blunderbuss for now. It's fairly cheap, and it's actually good damage. Oh, these are fairly expensive. I'll stick with my stuff for now.
Excellent. Merci, mon ami.
So as we invest in our town, more and more upgrades looks like are opening up. And finally running out of money. I'll have to eventually go out and, you know, get some more cash to bring back home. I make my little hideout over here all the better.
A good captain. He takes care of his men, yes? The sailors are a peu dissatisfied that there are no women of comfort here. I know just where to find them, but we need to build them a home.
Whoa, that is expensive. Holy crap. Brothel. Man, that's not exactly a very... I don't know how to put it. Brothel is not exactly... Or it's something that's more frowned upon in these times, in you know, our present day, but I guess back in Kenway's day, they were, you know, they were different times, and I don't know, it was just a part of the game, part of the world. Not sure. Still frown upon it, but you know, as far as gaining benefits for our hometown, then I might just have to put up with it. I think I can. Yeah, I'm gonna decline both of these. Just need a little bit of spending money to take outside. I wanna leave with like 0. So yeah, we made some investments in our hometown now. Just a little bit better than we left, or when we first found it. The cost was kind of keeping it in a really derelict state. Basic stuff here. I'll have plenty of time to explore later on. As far as upgrading ship, upgrading the hometown, and that is satisfactory. And hopefully it'll prove, you know, rewarding in the long run. These upgrades I can actually put into effect. So, okay, so what I want to keep in mind is I want to upgrade my cannons, broadside cannons, and I need 150 of, I don't know, some sort of ore. How do I find that? Probably with plundering ships. I'll just have to keep that in mind when I actually go out first time. Here. And then after that, I'm probably gonna replay that mission that I couldn't do the side quests. Replay the mission, try to do the optional objectives. And I think it's fine to do it on stream. I don't know. Do it right. Have it part of my playthrough, doing it right, rather than, you know...
We found a trove of nautical maps and ledgers and the like, scattered about the village. You'll find them sorted in the captain's quarters of the Jackdaw. Quality stuff.
Nautical maps and ledgers.
Okay.
Might come in useful. We decide to build up a fleet of our own.
Exactly my thinking, Captain. Have a look for yourself and tell me what you think.
Already have a little quest right off the bat. Okay, what is this all about? I have an entire fleet. Okay. So I think this fleet, okay, I think this is probably having to do with a sort of, your own, essentially, yeah, well, he's a pirate, he's gonna have his own fleet of ships, not just his own personal crew, but an entire legion of crews under his command. And this looks like it is similar to the Brotherhood stuff, the assassin community that you're fostering in, ever since Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and moving on to other games after that, Revelations and Assassin's Creed 3. You would build up your own team, large group of compatriots, I say, who are looking to you for guidance, who are under your command, but it could also help you could aid you in the broader world. They can come in and perform an assassination for you. So here I'm thinking that we can create our own fleet for pirates. So, well, I'm speculating. Let me see how this works entirely. So, raiding missions. Take some time. Get rewarded with gold and resources. Spaniards are thirsty. Set sail for St. Augustine and bring 5 bottles of good wine to the old village. Be careful. The merchants there can be impulsive dealers. Okay. So I guess I have 3 ships under my command right now, and I can send each ship out to do the mission. So ships look like they're the same, and then I have a brig that is slightly more powerful in terms of guns, slower in speed. Not sure what the third stat is about. I'll just send the first ship. Ship departed. Getting Conway's fleet menu. Okay. So there's only one mission to choose from for now, and as we progress. Okay, that was fast. So, okay, that mission unlocked. Considered hazardous. So it's safe. There's sort of yet another extra layer of things to do, side quests in the game. This was a part, something similar to what previous Assassin's Creed games have done, at least since Brotherhood, is a sort of menu-based missions that could augment your resources with slight risk. So, okay, well, we'll see how it exactly is. Once I get a clearer picture of how it works in this game, specifically, then I think I'll talk about it a little bit more. But from a broader perspective, I'm being reminded how. All right, so will be available in 16 minutes. I can these now. Each one will unlock new areas to do further, of these sort of trading quests using ships in my fleet. So, we're slowly expanding our trading reach from here. We'll start with this one. It looks like there's a sort of health component to these missions, and can repair. I'll have to occasionally repair ships as they go. Let's send another one. Send one here too. The chances are 100% no matter what I send. Just for argument's sake, let's see what hazardous means, and Okay, so Santa Luis, still 100% chance of success. So we're still in the portion of these trading routes that are fairly easy. So I'll send all of my ships out, because they are just 100%. In terms of success rate for those trading missions, right now I'll say that I really appreciate games that have this sort of complex array of all these elements to explore. This is a highly faceted type of game with so many different types of things to do. I think traditionally games critics have called games like this are like a genre mutt, where it's just like a huge variety of different types of things to do. It's not just action adventure. There are other, role-playing game aspects into it, role-playing game elements. Lots of mini games. Like that trading stuff is essentially like a mini game within the game, not necessarily a true game or true game element, but it is something that if you do take advantage of, you get rewarded with things you can take into the broader game. Just like your homestead stuff, if you invest in that, you can get rewarded with plenty of things that'll help you out in the broader game. 23. Okay, so that symbol means metal. I need metal in order to upgrade my cannons. Look for an easy target that has metal. The problem with those is that they're kind of close together. I'd have to take on all of them.
What's our course today, Captain? It's a fine day for any kind of mischief.
What's your feeling?
I'll make no secret of wanting to see the British brought to heel. If we can
This
take
one.
their gold and put it to use ourselves, I'd be a happy man.
Spoken like a true Welshman, Addict.
And what's your aim?
Master Kid hinted at a prize he was eager to show me down in Tulum. That's in distance, mind, on the Yucatan Peninsula.
You trust him to play it fair?
I can't be sure. He has a way of picking away at my conscience that gives me pause. I should go see him soon.
So long as we take some prizes along the way, I'm sure the crew will understand. I'll set a course for Tulum.
So how exactly do I use my heavy shot, as they call it? I want to do some practice as far as taking on ships, just because I want to learn how to use my weapons that I bought. Like, how do I choose the mortar, for instance? Okay. I don't know how I choose the mortar. Tell my guys to quiet. They both has a lot of metal. I don't want to know exactly how.
Ground in all on! Ride the wind! We're all to starboard, sir! There's a man afloat there, sir! All in the stunts! Trim off the wind, my boys! Ease her!
Okay, how do I change up my shots? Right, so the heavy shot, I think that's the heavy shot. After this one.
All sail! She'll take it! I know she's a good sailor! Now prove it, my trunk!
Might be making a big mistake by going after a level 23, but
Reef the foreman!
go for it. Mortar. You can now fire the mortar at long range. Hold the left button to activate the mortar aiming mode. Okay. Left button. Okay. Right. Use R to aim, R to shoot. Got it.
Enemy making for us! Cannon ready! Race! Race for impact! Ready to spit, sir! As much sail as you can! Cannon! Race!
This is a very long range type of thing. That worked pretty well.
Brace yourself! Ease off the wind!
I'm gonna bait him to hollow. Well, I like this mortar. Gives me a little extra precision to pick on these things, pick on these ships. I think considering my mortars, that ship is out. That ship that's supposedly like out of my level range. It is outmatched. Alright, that's my heavy shot. Okay, got it. Get used to this control. I don't want to far away, but my mortar, not my mortar. Yeah, the mortar is awesome. I gotta say, I love the mortar. Just out of range, I think. Oh, not now.
Themselves exposed! Make it big! You hear the news? Incoming cannon ready! Fire!
Alright, I gotta start boarding now. Boarding is a good. I've learned that boarding is a good way to repair my ships really quickly. So as long as I board, I can repair my ships that way. I can repair here, lower one. Oh, I can also. Yeah, these are the other. Okay. There. Fairly low. Now I have other options to do. I can send some more ships. Okay. I ran into this other ship.
We're ready, sir.
Oh, like another example of one of those artificial. Maybe artificial is not the right word for it, but I think the word I want specifically is arbitrary. It's an arbitrary barrier. You saw one example of that there. Not paying attention to this. Okay. Board this ship here. This one's a 15 to kill here. Whoa, okay. Aw, man. I just hit counter at the right time. Saw that coming too. That's a shame.
Course today, Captain. It's a fine day for any kind of mischief.
What's your feeling?
I'll make no secret of wanting to see the British brought to heel. If we can take their gold and put it to use ourselves, I'll be a happy man.
Spoken like a true Welshman, Addy.
And what's your aim?
Master Kidd hinted at a prize he was eager to show me down in Toulon. Quite some distance, mind, on the Yucatan Peninsula.
You trust him to play it fair?
I can't be sure. He has a way of taking away at my conscience that gives me...
Okay, so I have to start over from the last checkpoint, which is a little... I should be doing better than that. I shouldn't suck that much, but no. I'm still learning the ropes here. Still not that far off from where I was before. So yeah, let's just practice. I'm gonna keep on
So
practicing.
long as we take some prizes along the way, I'm sure the crew will understand. I'll set the course for Toulon.
I want to go just head in the right direction at the same time. Where is that? Whoa, it's all the way on the other side of the map. I actually want to go maybe this way. Okay, the wind is this way. Practice on that ship. So, short-term goal right now. Do some ship combat to practice my new weapons, but succeed this time. Let's not die. Ramming, actually. Shot. Barrels. Can really wreck a ship. doing a bit of wrecking themselves, but
Give the order, sir!
orders have been really working well for me. Alright, let's finish this ship off.
We're ready, sir!
Do this right this time. Forward, here we go. I have two objectives here, not just the crew, but also the powder reserves. Should be doing a little bit better this time. Another powder reserve. Whoa, whoa, this guy's really messing me up. Not anymore. Okay, now I'm getting it. I was a little confused there how that was working. The timer there was actually me successfully igniting the powder reserve, so I didn't really get that right away. Okay, that makes sense that when you ignite the powder reserve, it's going to eventually blow up, but I kind of just stuck around the area, which was not a good idea. In any case, I took off a little more than I can chew there. But, you know, I'm learning. That's the important thing. I'm getting my head around the more complex elements of the ship-to-ship combat. So it's getting slightly more and more complicated as we go forward. And as I get more weapons, more things to do, yeah, I'm figuring that stuff out, and I think I have a good grasp on it now. The boarding portion of it is also getting more complex with that, so I'm learning how to do these extra things, you know, on the fly. You're seeing me do that right now. Of course, I'm gonna fumble a little bit. I think I should repair right now, especially since when you go after a ship that is much more powerful than you. Mostly just going to be repairing and repairing and repairing. I'm looking for metal. I want to look for metal.
Do me, Johnny Poker, come rock and roll.
there. You can see these guys battling each other, but I don't have metal. I want metal. I'll upgrade my crap.
Loose the main, top sails.
Wood cloth, fire barrels. It's a shame too because before I died the first time, I think the ship that I actually downed was about to beat had metal on it, so kind of messed that up for myself there. Ah, this guy has metal. 23. Okay, I'm gonna, in general, head towards where I need to go. So I'm gonna head down this way. Here. Head this way. So, do I want to actually... There's Havana, okay. Mission. I don't have to actually go towards the next mission. I can... There's a lot of things I can do. I can visit all these new locations on the way. That'll be prudent. So I'll head towards this direction first, I think. There's something on this island.
Captain has the helm.
I'll visit this island here. Really cool to see these ambient battles happen. Wonder if they're probably all part of different factions that are not friendly to each other. Adds a little bit of flavor to the overworld stuff. And I guess if I want, I can probably just join in, and they're all weakened. I can, you know, steal the rewards, reap the rewards. What's it? That thing. There it is. This is just a random deserted island. Just a treasure chest on it. The other thing I could be doing is exploring my treasure maps too. There's so much to do here. There's the side quest. I'm not sure if it's a side quest or what. Let's see. Progress tracker. All my quests are in here. Templar hunts. Okay, so we got those. Templar hunts are technically considered side quests. And interesting. So we have an option to, because we established that the Templars are technically our enemies earlier on because we tried to play them. I mean, I don't think we have beef with them necessarily. I mean, we don't really care. We don't have any sort of alignment towards, you know, what they want versus what the assassins want. But since they don't like Edward, I guess might as well help out the assassins to try and get the Templars off our backs. I guess that's the whole reasoning for Edward helping the assassins. Also, just probably getting rewards out of helping them too, giving the rewards. So what? I'm trying to figure out where these guys are. Thought they'd be marked on my map somewhere. I don't see them. I don't see where those things are. So we saw on the map where they were, but I don't see them right now. Again, yeah, the game is just so complex. It's like trying to figure out certain specific elements that we're working out. Can be tough to grasp at times, but that's fine. I personally I prefer complexity in games. Complex to the point where I can't get it right away. Since the game is pretty long, to the point where I have plenty of time to figure this stuff out.
Bail off on the floor, come on!
Hold down! Hold down!
Let's oh whoops. Need to do that.
Awaiting orders! Head out to sail!
Come on those stairs! Hold that floor!
Go on ahead and board that ship. Take an opportunity to
More sail!
repair
More sail!
that way. Quick repair. Do they have any metal?
Reef the topsails, gallants! Trim us off the wind! Yo, heave ho! Heave!
Okay, this is a much simpler ship. Okay, I probably don't want to use that until we're closer. Trying to counter, but it's not letting me. There we go. That's better. Practice makes perfect. And I'll eventually get this to the point where it won't be embarrassing for me. Go ahead and repair. Maybe from here I'll take on the bigger ship, then I'm fully repaired. Cloth. I have. That one has metal.
We'll heave him up and away we'll go. Wavy Susiana. We'll heave him up and away we'll go. We'll all bound over the mountain. Clews down, handsome wind. Heave him up from down
Nail off the
below.
loose things!
Wavy Susiana. For that is where the cocks do crow. We're all bound over the mountain. And if we drown while we are
Kind of going the wrong way here, but these are all battling each other. Always some easy targets here, just for me to pick up the scraps of the battle, rather. Fine by me.
Up socks, you cocks, and turn to blood.
So
And go below to your old ditty box.
these guys are all British ships, so they're all going to be working with each other.
Oh, bend your duds and pack your bags.
If that's the case, it's probably best to avoid battle because I'll have to fight all of them. Really want that metal on this ship here. Right, they're far enough away from the other guys. I'll go after this guy right now.
She'll take it!
Loose tops and royals!
Order this guy. Dangerously close to their allies over here.
Ready to fire! Defend yourselves! Take a shot! Right there, sir! Fire! Down, sword sail! Weakest right there, coming! Fire!
Almost lost that battle. Holy crap. So close. Oh no. Not good. No, I want to board that ship. Oh man. Somehow aggroed that other one. No, it's far away. Yeah. In retrospect, I was probably greedy there.
What's your feeling?
I'll make no secret of wanting to see the British brought to heel. If we can take their gold and put it to use ourselves, I'd be a happy man.
Spoken like a
Right now,
true
still not really
Welshman.
pursuing too many.
And what's your aim?
Not really pursuing any sort of main mission. Just
Eager to show me
a little
down
bit of
the
practice. I think
route.
that's
Distance,
fine.
mind, on the Yucatan Peninsula.
You trust him to play it fair?
I can't be sure. He has a way of picking away at my conscience.
What the heck is the metal? Why does nobody have metal?
See him soon.
So long as we take some prizes along the way, I'm sure the crew will understand. I'll set the course for...
Alright, so I'm basically lost progress again, unfortunately. What about these ships? Metal, there's metal. Don't really care about that guy. I want metal. Going after this ship then. They have metal. I think I plundered that island right there. Got the chest there, so I don't have to do that sort of thing again. Good. Fine by me. See, these are all different. Right, I'm joining in. I'm joining in. Heavy shot really helps here. That said, these guys are really, really tough. That's metal, right? Yeah, that's the one I want. Finally, some metal. That's all I wanted. I only wanted to... So, got a board now.
Get the mainsails into the wind! Reef! Short shore sail!
There we go. Board. Do this right this time. Probably assassinate some dudes from up top. Guys, come on. That's 15. More powder, okay. You can shoot it, right? People in the way. There we go. All these dudes in the way. Let me ignite this. There we go. Better. Lost a bit of crew in there, but They wouldn't leave the frickin' get out of the powder keg area.
What we're taking, we can improve the ship, Captain.
Loose main sail!
Let's catch some wind, lad.
So how much did I need? Upgrade finally. Actually, I can do that from here, right? Jack to upgrades. Want the broadside cannons. 50. Do that, right? No. Okay. Yeah, that I do have enough now. Yeah, 168. There we go. Finally got what I wanted. Took me long enough and fumbled my way through it, but yeah, this bit of fumbling on my ship here will make everything much better for me later on. I'm thinking more about the long term. Later on, things will go much more smoothly. I won't mess up as much. With that in mind, I should be able to that quest I missed out on. Maybe I'll do that right now, actually. Did. 100, 100. That was the one. Proper defenses. I'm gonna replay that one, and now that I have the proper things, both the heavy shot and the broadside cannons, I'm gonna go ahead and try it again. We already saw these cinematics, so I'll skip that too. Great for getting 100% on this one. So I don't think I actually did any replaying missions before, or maybe I did actually. Very earlier on, I did some replaying missions to get 100%, but I guess I'm just demonstrating how that's done or why you'd want to do it.
Just before the treasure fleet was
In this
smashed
case,
against
because
the
I
shore.
missed out
The haul
on
aboard as rich as men are saying.
1,000 times that. I reckon £1,000,000 worth of real to sunk that.
just on the full sync. Don't want to do that. I wanted to get that full sync.
Have a dive there one day. See what we can rummage up.
Diving them wrecks would be a nice change of pace for us. No need for violent actions against merchants and such.
Wow. That's some soft talk coming from a pirate. As it happens, I must agree. We'll save
For the most part, you won't ever need to. You know, most of the game you won't need to do that stuff. I mean, probably most people won't even care about getting 100% sync. But people like me, I do care about getting the 100% sync. I feel like I can do those challenges properly, do the missions
We must tread lightly. Is one
with
for
those
well
extra
done,
challenges in mind, and still succeed. As you can see, most of the time I can get them on the first try because I'm constantly aware of them. But in this case, I just didn't have the right stuff to do it. Didn't have, because I was not being diligent about upgrading. So I've learned that lesson, and now, here on out, I'm going to apply that in the game. So it's important to, I mean, I think from a gameplay perspective, it shows that the game is being successful, at least for me. It's being successful in incentivizing me to keep up with its mechanics, like the upgrading, like buying the new the extra weapons, like the upgrades and whatnot. That's the Man of War. Yeah, this is a tailing mission, so apologize for having to for another tailing mission, but I really want that 100%.
That ship's a monster. Look at the size of her.
Aye. We'd not last long face to face with her. Hear that, Kenway? Keep your distance. We'll strike when fortune favors her.
The cover of darkness, most likely.
Aye, it may come to that.
From the perspective of a game, or from a perspective of a player, playing a game that is as complex with systems and various things to do, various levels of mission types and whatnot, how they cross over each other. I have to say, right now, Assassin's Creed 4 does a pretty good job of incentivizing you to explore, you know, all of those aspects. But you know, because of how complicated it is, how many layers there are some cases where it's going to alter a bit, like with the you know the main missions and side quests in general, where I felt it was a little weak for at least for the last few hours. But now I think it's picking up again to the point where it is much better at driving further play and getting me to explore various side missions and whatnot, all of its various systems. So what we're seeing here is a specific example of me being incentivized to keep up with the upgrade system. That is a specific example I'm going to, at least I'm demonstrating right now. And I could go through how the game motivates each and every single thing, but I think that's like, that'll take too long. And it's difficult for me just to keep that in mind, just to remember every single type of system there is anyway. So, probably better to just talk about the things that we can actually see in front of us. In this case, it is me putting the upgrade system into effect. Learning my lesson that if I miss out, if I don't keep up with the upgrades, I can miss out on opportunities to keep up with the challenges of the game. So I'm redoing this mission to make sure I can get that 100% sync that I want.
Reckless as they come.
An old friend of yours.
Not a man I call a friend. We've been doing this kind of work for so long. I can't help us.
They're firing mortars!
Hold down! Hold down!
So yeah, Man of War, of course, has its own set of mortars.
Hold down and crew up! Control mates, let's move!
And theirs are like super effective, unlike mine, which are the basic mortars.
Mortars, get away!
And we saw how effective they were when I was using them. I don't think I can actually turn them, so I have to wait for them to be finished, and then
Earl's Bay, slinking off.
so use broadside to sink 2 boats. Use heavy shot to sink ships.
Bleeding bastards! We'll have to deal with this skirmish fast.
I know what that is now. The broadside is this, the aiming thing, and heavy shots are the no aiming. Yeah, so that was the heavy shot.
We're ready, sir!
Oh, actually, okay, I get it now. The broadside is actually considered. They have a, or the heavy shot is actually considered a broadside. So if I use it, yeah, the heavy shot actually kills 2 birds with 1 stone. I have both objectives already done. So all I needed there was the heavy shot. There's a lot of loot to pick up. I don't think I saw that before. I was diligent about picking up those things. Okay, so one last ship here. Probably use my mortars. That pretty well. Alright, so pretty much the heavy shot was all I needed there. Do that mission 100%.
She's sailing for that island.
I know the place.
Skip
Natural
this.
stronghold used by a French captain.
I can't skip it.
named Ducasse.
I can't skip this
Julian
one.
Ducasse, the Templar.
Name's right. Didn't know he had a title.
I know the man.
I didn't expect unskippable cutscenes in this game. Well, usually the past Assassin's Creed games have had plenty
I don't
of
want to lose that galleon. Let's think on it.
cutscenes, but they were normally
Make it
unskippable.
wait till it's dark before
Here it seems like
hopping
some
aboard.
are unskippable and some aren't, rather. Yeah, 100%. That's all I wanted. So, keep the same rating. My rating on that, feeling on that mission hasn't really changed. So basically, it's just like the Animus interface that allows you to return back to memories you've already done. Like, it's like those memories are recorded in the Animus, and you can just do them at will. So, once I'm out of the mission, I'm really just back where I was before.
It's a fine day for any kind of mischief.
What's your feeling?
I'll make no secret of wanting to see the British brought to
In the
heel.
same, so I'm in the same location as I was when I entered that mission. I haven't really moved anywhere in the world.
And what's your
Pure, like, menu-based,
Into that prize he was eager to show me down in Tulum.
menu-based interaction there.
You trust him to play it fair?
I can't be sure. He has a way of picking away at my conscience that gives me pause. I should go see him soon.
So long as you take some prizes along
So
the
I've
way,
done,
I'm sure the crew will
in this
understand.
entire playthrough I've done like no proper missions, I don't think. Just done some optional things, some combat. Well, I think I should at least do one here. Being restricted area, I wonder what that's for. Oh, it's this thing. Place right here. Huh, okay. So, I guess I did move around in the world. I didn't think that was the case. Interesting. Well, the thing about that is, if I want to go this way, I'll have to go through this restricted area. I'd have to take down this fort here. I don't think I'm prepared to do that, so I actually want to go the other direction. Let me fast travel back to here. Even though it's farther away, that's the I don't want to have to go through. I mean, I think that if we look at the map, a quick analysis of that map is I think that it was designed that way so that I can't simply make a quick. What is it? That map. A quick trip through here, because then I would have to deal with this restricted area. So that is a case of what looks like a more natural design barrier where I am de-incentivized to go this way. Whereas in other cases we've seen some arbitrary barriers where they just set up in a wall that you can't cross, and I thought there would be more of those more natural barriers that work on incentives rather than incentives and de-incentivization rather than put up a flat wall just saying that you can't cross. I'm disappointed to see those walls in this game. I thought there would be much less of those than there were in the previous Assassin's Creed games, but it seems like those are still occasionally needed in the game. So what was the plan again? I want to go back here. Like there was that funny glitch that I saw with the ship like occupying the space, like coming out of the water. Seems like that is still prevalent. We saw a little bit of that here. That's still actually part of the game and has never been patched out properly. A funny type of glitch, but it's not really game breaking. It just looks weird. Even then, it wasn't here for very long. Let's I'm starting over again. Let's do that. Let's go find that location there and see if there are any quests related to that. I'm gonna see if I can do at least one actual type of side quest mission.
Of course today, Captain. It's a fine day for any kind of mischief.
What's your feeling?
Here.
I've no secret of wanting to see the British brought to heel. If we can take their gold and put it to use ourselves.
And at least in this part. So this part has all been more exploratory, getting the feel for combat, mostly ship-to-ship combat, using the new weapons I acquired this time.
He has a way of picking away at my conscience that gives me pause. I should go see him soon.
So long as we take some prizes along the way, I'm sure the crew will understand. I'll set the course for Toulouse.
Okay, so I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. Like whatever this location is guarded. Okay, this is a first-hand demonstration of the barrier that I want to see. So we see an area with mines, a ship guarding the area, and yeah, this is the type of barrier that I would hope to see more often in this game. It's a good example of a positive, a proper type of barrier to do. So this is a restricted area. You can see in the map, it is a red circle. It means I'm not supposed to be there. There's an area that people don't want you in. Probably a plantation of some sort, and it's well guarded. So instead of just putting a wall there and saying you just can't cross, it puts a natural barrier there that incentivizes me to explore it right now. But if I want to, I can tackle it. I can destroy these mines. I can take out that ship. That ship had anyway. And there's some resources. I don't know. It's a pretty powerful ship. But it is doing its job of de-incentivizing me. I don't want to take it out right now. I want to upgrade my ship a little bit more. So with that in mind, go to the next location. Alright, so in short, this is the type of barrier that I want to see one that, instead of just putting an arbitrary wall, like the walls we've seen in previous Assassin's Creed games, it actually that's the convoy that we saw before, right? And instead of the, well, let me finish the thought. Instead of the arbitrary walls, we now have more natural walls that make a little bit more sense from the context of the world. So in that aspect, the game is that is a definite improvement on the game. But even with those walls included in here, we saw glimpses of those arbitrary walls, arbitrary obstacles still existing in this game. Like, they still couldn't find a way to make those areas of the world inaccessible in a more natural fashion. Like, for whatever reason or other, perhaps it's a story reason, they don't want you to. Sometimes the game doesn't want you to enter a certain area too early. Maybe because it takes a specific type of resource to approach it, or it doesn't make sense as far as story. That's a harpooning target. How does this work? Exactly. Do I have to enter this circle here? In harpooning, okay. Let me try this out.
Ready the whaleboat, lads.
First time trying this whaling.
He's over there! Off we go!
Okay, and we'll drag the rowboat, use this opportunity to throw more harpoons. Got it.
Success!
Bull shark.
The sea dog's head! Success! Nice one! No! Damn it!
Patience, patience.
Look out! Forward! Watch out!
Wow, okay.
Oh, he's angry, all right. I see him off the starboard bow. That sea dog's almost done
got him.
for.
I'm not sure how ethical
The
this
beast is dead.
is from a hunting perspective. I think whaling in general these days is really highly illegal, just because of how much whale. But in this time period, that wasn't the case. I guess if you're a pirate, then you're not really considering the extent of the law. But I don't know. That doesn't mean that we can't, or our game can't, you know, comment on. It doesn't mean a game can't morally regard something like whaling favorable or unfavorable light. Here it's something that is another part of the game. I mean, it's my only first time doing the whaling part. So I'm not sure what to make of it. It is, I think, something that's poised as beneficial, something that helps you. I mean, you're rewarded for it. Where am I going? Okay, that was the whaling thing. Was the quest? Where else do I want to go here? That thing anyway. Oh, Tortuga. Okay. I don't know why that was guarded so heavily, but for whatever reason it was. That was the naval convoy, okay. Kingston. What I'm wondering is why aren't the assassin side quests clearly marked on my map, even though I basically unlocked them. I'll figure that out as we go. For now I'll just towards the next objective. Oh my goodness, that's a man of war. So is that what I'm looking at right here? That's the man of war. Definitely do want to stay away from that thing. Holy crap. Alright, another pretty darn good example of de-incentivization. This is a proper barrier. In my opinion, this is a barrier that I want to see. So yeah, that is that man of war. There ever was a way to de-incentivize you, especially in the early parts of the game, to stay away from an area, put a man of war. Put a man of war to guard it. Get the heck out of here. Probably the best way I've seen so far. So it looks like most of these locations are guarded by something or other. Where are the Nassau? Where the heck are the Templar related missions? I wonder where those are. Go this way. Level 29 frigate. I won't attack that one. No. So.
As much sail as you can!
I know she's a good sailor. Now prove it, my trunks.
I have to go against the wind now. So this is the point in the game where I need to head this direction. The wind is pushing me away.
Grease the topsails, you got it!
Roll the mizzen top.
As far as missions go, I wonder where the next actual proper side quest is. What I've been wondering about. I don't know exactly how to look for those shops, collectibles. Okay, side activities. Is that what that is? Side activities. Just showing me side activities or things related to side activities. I just don't know what these locations are. So I'm heading towards the next one. Slowly because it's against the wind.
Let's get moving!
Aloft, lads. Check those royals.
Something I learned actually when I was playing Wind Waker was there's a way to sail when you're going against the wind. Is like you have to go in a sort of ski pattern, like 45 degrees or so away from where the wind is coming at you. Forward a little bit, then turn 45 degrees in the opposite direction. But at least you get some wind out of it. Right now it seems like... Not entirely sure what this is, but we'll see. Monado Bay. Area not yet available. That mean? It's weird. Yeah, well, I know what it means, but it's weird to see something like that happening. Like there's a ship prone over there, waiting for me to board. Might as well go pick it up, I guess. Alright, so that's another thing that's disappointing, that literally an area I just can't interact with yet. I guess that is another example of a arbitrary type of area. I don't know why I can't just explore that. Even though it's an open world game, I'm exploring and I made it to that location. There's no reason why I be able to explore it. Okay, here we go. To work on my countering. Not really paying close enough attention to that. There we go, that's a good counter. So, enemy flag, okay, that's interesting. Go the other direction, then it'll launch it faster. Yep, like that. Different sort of... Whoa, wait a second. I didn't want to go that way. What the heck? I didn't want to jump off. What the heck? Stop jumping off. I want to climb. Alright, come on, climb, climb, climb. That's what the whole flag thing is about. There we go, destroy the flag. That's the last part. Interesting to see that here. And I could do something else now because I didn't... So... End to Kenway's fleet. Probably be considering lowering my water level. I'll do this first.
beneficial to the fleet.
Alright, so you can actually add ships to your fleet that way. Interesting. Still looking for wherever the heck the assassin Templar things are, the side quests. Heck, where the... You can see them here, or under side missions, the Templar hunt. The only problem is I don't know where this is. It should be on my map. I don't know why it's not on my map. Earlier we saw before, like, saw very clearly those things marked on the map. Or on a map. I don't know why it's not this anymore. Only thing there. On my fleet here, there are no other maps. Should be a map that shows exactly where those things are. It's not. I guess in between streams I'm going to look up where that stuff is. Now, I don't think there's any reason to. And war, man, do not want to mess with that. Okay, well in that case. Alright, so unfortunately it looks like there won't be any proper mission in this part. It's mostly me just expanding my knowledge, some random stuff, random ship combat to get some... Yeah, that's the Man of War. Not at the point where I can... I could probably attempt to take out... I don't think it's wise. No, I don't think I want to do that. In any case, yep, I think that is probably enough for today. And now that we've got, all that practice out of the way, we've gotten all that... What's with all the 2 Man of Wars here? What's with all the Man of Wars? One over there, one over there. Holy crap. Okay, so... I think I'm going to end it right here. And, yeah, this stream was more about housekeeping, about learning new things, about making sure my upgrade stuff. I did do a mission over again. I guess that counts as a mission part of the game. Wooden cloth. Everything has wooden cloth. I want new one. Alright, yeah. Consider it that now that we've got the housekeeping out of the way, the next part will be much closer to a mission. And on top of that, I'll be doing a much better job of dealing with everything. Level 32 seems tough. Seems like I shouldn't approach that fort just yet.
Our force patrol these waters closely, Captain.
Right, so
Some good meat here for spearing, Captain. They're foundering!
I don't know why I'm still sailing. Let me just pick up this guy, I guess.
Starboard, Captain. Cast away. Still alive, all right?
Alright, I'll close the menu now. If I don't close the menu, I'm just going to keep on going. So, if you tuned in, live or in the archives on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. As I said, there are archives of my streams available on YouTube over on youtube.com/YamsterSam. And you can also follow me on Twitter at Amsterdam, and I think next part, if you tune in then, there should be some actual missions to go forward to check out. I'll actually progress the story. You know, now that I have the practice from this part here, very long amount of practice, there should be less, you know, of me bumbling about, of me messing up, and I think that'll be better in the long run. Now that I've gotten a better handle on the more of these systems of the game, more of the weapons, you'll see me do combat a whole lot better later on. So, hope you'll tune in for me doing some more proper missions, more side activities, side quests, and whatnot. I will look into where the heck those Templar-related missions are, why they're not appearing on the map. Maybe I'm just not looking in the right place. I'll do all that stuff. I'll make sure all that stuff is taken care of. So until then, until the next part, I will see you later. Bye.